All right, y'all. All right, y'all. We have come to graduation. And here's the thing, man. A lot of people don't understand it's time to celebrate. So when it's time to celebrate, you want to get your dance shoes on. You want to make sure that you're feeling real good about what you just accomplished, all right? So what I'm going to need from you, if you are ready to do this is what I'm going to need from you. I'm going to need you to take a second. I'm going to need you to, from your diagram, like we talked about in one of the modules, just breathe in and then exhale. Because right now you're standing out on your own, on the other side of the other people, man. Most people, because they never finish. Give yourself a round of applause. See, what you got to understand is this. You didn't just start the journey, you finished it. All right? And that's a major accomplishment, man. And what's even more powerful about that is you've evolved your mindset into a tool for success. Now, I went through this. Now, I tweaked how I learned this in order for me to give it to you to make it a lot more relatable. See, when I took the podcasting course, the mindset wasn't there. So what I did was I reached out, and I actually learned this from watching David Sands and Donnie Wiggins and Pat Flynn. So the mindset had to become a part of everything that I learned. I learned the business. I learned how to record. I learned how to edit. But the mindset was something that became a part that I hadn't had in the beginning, right? So here's what we got to do. I got to welcome you to the graduation module of the Mindset Mastermind for Podcasting. Of course, you know who I am, but if you don't know who I am by now, I'm still going to tell you. I'm Anthony Porter, and I couldn't be more proud of the work that everyone has put in. So let's take a moment to reflect, to celebrate, and stretch our way into the next level. Now, a reflection of who you were versus who you are. Think back to before you started this mastermind. Remember, maybe you had doubt in your voice. Maybe you wrestled with imposter syndrome. Maybe you struggle with being consistent. Now you have a clear, realistic mindset. You know how to take action, even when your motivation fades. And you are organized, focused, and ready to lead from behind this mic. See, podcasting is its own tool to help generate and reach more listeners than you could ever think about. You just got to know how to present it and be patient. Continue to do all your other stuff, but you need to incorporate podcasting into it. And one day you're going to be like, podcasting is what I said. The big guy didn't lie. So you didn't just build skills, you build an identity. Your identity's built. Now, here's some key wins to celebrate for. All right. Here's what you know. Here's what you now own. A personal podcasting mission statement. A mindset to defeat imposter syndrome, the ability to show up confidently on air, a MVPs for consistency, and a podcast creator dashboard for organization. These tools are your new lifestyle, this is your new AI protocol. This is what you need. Now, no one can take this away from you. No one. So you have to ask yourself, what's next? Quarterly mindset goals? Yeah, that might work out for you. You might need to think about that. But before you go, here's your graduation action. All right? Set your first mindset stretch goal for the next 90 days. Ask yourself this. How do I want to grow next as a podcaster? And what's one uncomfortable but exciting action I'll take? Post your stretch goal inside the school community, and we going to celebrate and support even further. Because, see, that's what this is about. Nobody in here is above anybody. Y'all might have something that I need to learn, or you might have an actionable tip that I can use, and when we share it, hey, I'm going to borrow that and let you know how that works out. See what I'm saying? Bounce things off of. That's how you network, man. If you live in Atlanta, you understand what I'm saying. If you live in New York, you understand what I'm saying. If you live in LA, you understand what I'm saying. Anywhere. Cities have grown because they support their own. You're not going to New York to talk about a New York rapper. You're not going to Atlanta to talk about them. You're not going to Florida. They can beef with each other all they want, but you coming from the outside, that's not happening. And you definitely not going to LA to do that. All right? I'm not saying everybody's going to try to chin check you, anything like that, but you got to go down there and you got to show respect. All right? Now, building a network up here, how do you think comics got to where they was at? They traveled together. One might be in the headline in Detroit. The other might be. That's another city you're not getting up. Detroit, Chicago, y'all can hang it up, man. And what I mean by the y'all can hang it up, I'm not talking about the city. I'm talking about you not going to disrespect the OGs, the young Gs, the any Gs. You have to understand this. All right, building a network. They have networks. They're not bashing. Now, what's a better way to have a network like the comics did? See, the comics network stretched all over the United States. In this community, you might be from overseas. You might be from North Dakota. You might be from Wisconsin. I don't care where you're from. Support each other. How do you make something grow? You support the other's show. You go in there, you leave a comment, and you go tell two friends to do the exact same thing. That's how things grow. And then once you show that you supported them, in turn, they got to come back and support you. All right. Now, remember, podcasting success isn't about being the loudest. It's about being the most consistent, the most genuine, and the most realistic. And now you have the mindset to carry on and carry you from zero to hero. You there, but this isn't the end. It's the launch pad for your next level. I'm proud of you. I believe in you. I support you. And I can't wait to hear your voice echo across the world. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. All right. I'm going to see y'all, man. Post in the community so we can start supporting each other. All right? Peace.